Today we're going to be talking about a topic near and dear to my heart, and that is recording Clawhammer Banjo. I've been recording Clawhammer for about as long as I've been playing, around 20 years now, and in 2016 I recorded and mixed with my buddy John Anderson an album called Sinful to Flirt of all banjo fiddle duets with two-voice harmony. Today I want to give you guys a shortcut to great recorded sounds. Let's get started. Welcome to Banjo Quest. As you can imagine, recording Clawhammer Banjo is a huge topic of discussion. There are so many variables. I've actually tried to record this video now 3 times, and every time I did it, it was just too much information. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet and simple. We're just going to be talking about recording device positioning today. I'm going to show you 2 different positions that you should consider when you're recording Clawhammer Banjo. And then over on Patreon, I am going to show folks how to then take those raw tracks and mix them using reverb, compression, and equalization to create a larger than life sound that is still true and honest to its source. So today, let's just dive into mic positioning. All right, I've set up my 2 large condenser microphones. One is on axis. That means it's right in front of the sound source. The other is off axis, so it's on the edge of the sound source. This is a matched pair of large condensers, so for all intents and purposes, these are identical. They are 12 inches from the pot, so they're equidistant from the pot, about a foot away. And I'm going to show you the difference between off axis and on axis sound. All right, now that we've used an off and on axis approach, I'm going to move the mic, I'm going to measure it out, and show you how distance plays into the overall sound of the recording. So we're at 12 inches now. Let's kick this out to 18. All right, I'm dodging a mic here, so you'll have to forgive that right in my face. Now I've positioned this 18 and 18. Let's hear how this sounds. All right, let's do a little bit of analysis. You may be struggling to hear the difference at all. That's okay. When I started recording myself years and years ago, I could not pick up on nuances between recordings. Now, after 20 years of this stuff, those recordings sound wildly different to me. The second thing is this is all really subjective. This is art at the end of the day. You need to find out where your tastes lie. So even though I may be attaching some value judgments here to the recorded sound, that's my opinion. Your opinion may differ, and that's good. So all of these recordings sound really good to me. I think my favorite might be the 18 inches off axis. I record like that a lot, in fact, and I think it sounds natural. It lets the instrument breathe a little bit, and the microphone doesn't influence the sound as much as when I move it close and when I'm using an on-axis mic. One thing to think about when you're using on-axis microphones is that the closer you get, the more chance you're going to activate what's called proximity effect, and that is this bass boost that microphones get when you get close to them. Sometimes that's a really good thing. Some of our favorite recordings have that proximity effect in play because it makes for a very rich and warm recording. The thing to think about with Clawhammer Banjo is that that proximity effect, if it kicks in, can make the recorded sound a little bit unnatural. Could be a larger than life thing, or it could be sort of a fake thing. So you need to let your ears be the guide. I love recording because I get to play mad scientist. I get to experiment and try new things, all in the quest to capture that lightning in a bottle. We're taking these ephemeral sounds and we're making them permanent, and that's incredibly rewarding and exciting. Take your time, experiment. You don't need studio microphones to capture your recording. You can use your cell phone with the voice memo app. You could use an inexpensive standalone recorder like these Tascam DR05s. I love these things. They're under $100 and they will give you a great stereo recording, which we didn't even get to talk about today. Finally, the most important thing is the performance you give to the microphone or your recording device. The positioning is really important. The room you're in is important, but the most important element of the recording chain is you and how you perform. So practice, take your time, have fun, and I will see you next time on Banjo Quest.